Good Friday morning. How are you this morning? I am great. Had such a wonderful day yesterday. Busy around here at WAPN. We were working on the new internet that we're getting put in, so figuring all that out. Excited about that. Then I did turn Christmas here, as you can tell. I turned Christmas. Yeah, I said, you know what? It's late this year, but I want all my ministries to be able to enjoy it. So up the tree went, and super excited because just as I'm doing the tree, okay, I was kind of feeling guilty about doing it. I brought it all in. I hadn't really started putting it up yet. I was debating, but at least it was inside. And then I get a phone call. I need toys, people. I need 500 toys. I know, no pressure. 500 toys, any age from 0 to 18, any kind of toy. New. I need basketballs. I need Mattel Barbies. I need baby dolls. I need ear things. I need headphones. I need games. I need card games. I need footballs. I need whatever you can do. Yes, I need 500 Christmas toys. So we have a month. Yeah. And so that's pretty good. I figure if each person did 3 a day, you know, if 3 people brought me a present a day, then we would totally have it. But, or whatever that is. Is that the math? I think that's the math. I don't know, but I do know that I need 500 new toys. Now, when we did it last time, 2 years ago, we're doing this with Daytona Dream Center. So you know what we're doing. We are part of the food drop. You know, I love the food drop. There's one coming up this coming Wednesday, the Thanksgiving food drop. That starts at 11 o'clock. Volunteers meet me there at 9 o'clock. It's going to make you feel so good. You're slinging food, helping people, smiling on your face. It is just a blessing. So be thankful and come on out this Wednesday, 9 o'clock to help with the food drive. And so then the next food drive next month, we are doing a food drop and Christmas gifts at the end. We did this a couple years ago. So much fun. Wear your little elf clothes, be in a good mood, and come give out toys. So it's a normal food drop. And at the end of the food drop, we try to give a toy per child for that family. An unwrapped Christmas toy that they could take home and wrap from them or from us. We don't care, but it's a blessing to our community. So I need your help. 500 toys. Now, last time what Crystal and I did, we had so much fun, is we went to Five Below and had a budget. We got budgets from several people, put all of our money together, and we went to Five Below and just had a good old time. That was that easy to do that. Bring it all here to the radio station, 1508 State Avenue. Call me up. I'll meet you here. We got a drop out front. You can put it in. The camera will go off. I'll come back and put it inside. But we need toys. Girls, boys, men's, well, not men's, but older kids, younger kids, babies. We need toys. I would say the age that is mostly, I feel like we need it, was the middle age, like 6 to 12. That was kind of a hard, stage. So Legos and makeup kits and just all kinds of fun stuff, nail kits and trucks and cars and all kinds of stuff. So if you would love to be a blessing to some children here in this town, help us out. Help a girl out. We need Christmas presents, and we're going to be giving them away at Daytona Dream Center food drop in December. So we're going to have spots going about it. We're going to be talking about it more. I would love to be able to fill my entire SUV with toys and drop it off. We've done it before. We can do it again. I know a lot of people always ask me, what can you do to help WAPN, or what can you do to help our community? Well, WAPN is in the community. We love being part of this community. And so help a girl out with some toys. So when I drive up, I can unload an SUV full of toys for the outreach that day. So that's something we're doing. Last night, we were at Volusia County Women That Care, and they presented me with an award. I appreciate that for all that WAPN does for that group. And I love being part of Volusia County Women That Care. 400 women and men now that, make a life-changing for a nonprofit. Just make it life-changing for a nonprofit. And so we had the event last night, 8-year celebration, got to see all kinds of fun people, meet new people. And the Presbyterian Counseling Center won this quarter. The other 2 recipients get a smaller amount, but still any amount helps a nonprofit. So can't wait to get them in here either next week or it will be after Thanksgiving that we'll be doing that. But Teresa does such an amazing job. The women, the council, we raised food for the food place there at the college. It was just wonderful. I have to say, wonderful, 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 wonderful. And so love being part of that. All dressed up today because I get to go to Women and Women with Junior League this morning. Super excited about that. Always a good word and good lunch and just a great time. So I get to be part of that today. I am blessed. I am so blessed to be part of this community. I just look around and I go, but God, but God, but God, but God. So if you've got stuff going on in the community and you want to share it with the neighborhood, just let me know. Send it over to me, WAPN@WAPN.net, so I can share it. Like tonight is the Blood Brothers concert. And that is at Living Faith Ministry on Derbyshire. Starts at 6:30 in the parking lot. Doors open. You can go on inside. There's going to be some great music. There's going to be some testimonies. There's going to be food, I hear. So it'd be a great time. And that is tonight, 950 Derbyshire Road. Blood Brothers tour starting here tonight. I know you've heard them before. They're great. We play their music on Friday and Saturday night. So come on out tonight to support them. It's a free concert. Did I tell you it's free? That's tonight, 6:30 in the parking lot. The doors open up and y'all just have a wonderful time at this Christian concert tonight. I love that we can do all kinds of things. We can be at a women's luncheon on Beachside and we can be at a rap concert tonight. That is what's great about this area. I love Volusia County. I love Daytona Beach. I love Holly Hill. We're just a little town right in the middle of Ormond Beach and Daytona Beach, and we got a lot going on here, and we love participating. We love giving back to this community. And so as we go into the Christmas season, Jesus is the reason for the season. People are always calling me and asking me what they can do or what they can be part of or how they can do. Just pay attention. Go over to our Facebook page. I try to put the different flyers up there and share there. And then I love to talk about it. I love to interview different people. Last night, probably 10 different people came up to me and said, "Oh, you're the radio station that does all those interviews." And I love it. I do. I love being part of the nonprofits. I love getting the word out about bridging the nonprofits with the churches. There's some amazing, amazing churches in our area, and they do so much for the community. Last night, Salty Services was there, and they were talking about what they do in the community, and I just love hearing about it. But, we also need to bridge the two between the nonprofits that are out there, like the counseling center that one last night. How interesting is that, how they help fund people that don't have the insurance to go get counseling? Mental health is a big thing right now, especially going into the holiday season. And so that was wonderful to hear about how they bridged the gap, and then there was a senior group that they helped give a day break so that a caretaker can go and, go to work or just have a day off or whatever they need to do. So they do 2 days a week to help a senior with activities and different things so that the caretaker can have a break. That was really special until, they can get the insurance to come through or whatever. There's that gap. And so I loved hearing about that. I had never heard about that service before. So that was amazing hearing about that. And then the arts. Yes, there are arts in the area. I'm not a big theater person. I don't mind going to the theater. It's just I feel like there isn't much around here until last night when I find out about all this. And so there is a group right here in town that does theater. And so that was really cool to find out about. So why am I involved with all these things in our community? I like to be educated. I like to know what's going on. I like to hear about the different services that are provided through our area and can help people in need. Yesterday, I got a phone call from a church and they needed for 20 families. They needed stuff for Thanksgiving baskets. No problem. I hadn't figured that out yet, what I was going to do. And I know when I don't figure it out, God's waiting for me to do a phone call or waiting for me to meet somebody or whatever. And so I get this phone call and lo and behold, there was a need that needed to be met. I went to the store and I tell you, it is such a blessing to be able to do that, first of all. But then I'm sitting there and I had wet ones for Junior League. I had donuts for a very special lady in my life that every year I'll bring her donuts and a poinsettia and her tea. And that kind of starts off her season. She's volunteered at WAPN for years and years and years and years. So that is something I always prepare for and get ready for. And then I was talking to these people online about the soda they were buying. It was so cute. And I said, oh, my granddaughters, I wonder if they would like that because I said they like to get that when we go somewhere, but I'm not sure. And soda's so expensive. But I said, let me know. I'll meet you here in a couple days and let me know how it is. Just be kind, have a conversation. And they asked me what I was doing. And I said, well, I own 2 Christian radio stations and I love to bless. And I said, so we are providing the stuff for the meal, not the turkeys, but, the cranberries and the beans and the potatoes and the gravy for 20 families. And so I was getting all that together. And then I said, and the wet ones are for Junior League. And I said, the donuts are for a 94-year-old lady. And, it was so cute. They go, so you're just like shopping for all these. I said, this is my favorite thing to do is I can't do all things and I can't be part of all things. But when God gives me the opportunity and the ability to do something, I want to do it. And so I was just excited. Well, you know what they did? They did the sweetest thing ever. They opened their 12-pack, handed me one of the sodas for my grandchildren. And they said, here, let your granddaughter try this so you don't have to buy a whole 12-pack. That just blessed me. That just blessed me. A soda. But how kind was that? In the middle of my hustle and bustle, and I was starving, and I had 12 other things I needed to do. God blessed me, sent this amazing little couple along to share a soda with me. That just blessed me. It doesn't have to be huge, like the toy drive. Yes, I need 500 toys. But if everybody listening did a toy, a $5 toy, a $50 toy, it doesn't matter, but a toy. We can help this ministry in this town give back to 500 children. When we try to do it alone, it seems impossible. But when we ask God to equip us and we ask God to help us and we ask God for wisdom and direction and guidance and ideas, He'll put a group of people together, like-minded people that want to do something together. And collectively, together, we can make a difference. Just like last night at the college, all the food that was coming to fill their pantry for the college kids, there was just carts and carts and carts of food. It was so cool and such a blessing. See, God does that. God uses each of us to do something. Instead of just sitting there thinking about it, if we all do something, we can make a difference. So help a girl out. Get me some toys. Be part of the food drops. I don't know what you want to be part of, but I would love to help you be a blessing this Christmas season to somebody else. If you'd like to help WAPN with our over and above, your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, your thousands, you can drop them off at WAPN, 1508 State Avenue right here in Holly Hill, or you can go to our website, WAPN.net, and give right now, right there. And we appreciate all those monthly donors, those one-time donors, whatever. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Well, let's get our favor on. Let's get this day going. The favor of God can make an exception for you. I love that. The favor of God can make an exception for you and me. He's going to do it today. Have your eyes open, your ears listen, and ready to receive what God's got planned for today. It is Friday, November 14th, 2025. Beautiful weather, 73 with a low 51. Madison, 76 with a low 45. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Ray Kelly. Known Ray forever. Happy birthday, Ray. I hope that you have an amazing, wonderful, great day. And Chrissy and Marcia and Terry and everybody else that's celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever you're celebrating. Today is National Seatbelt Day. Now, I did not wear a seatbelt. Fun fact, I did not wear a seatbelt forever. I was in a very bad accident when I was a very young girl. If I would have had a seatbelt on, I would have died. It was one of those weird things. So I just didn't wear one. But when I had grandchildren, so shout out to Tyler. I couldn't tell Tyler he had to be in a seatbelt if I wasn't willing to wear one. So ever since we had Tyler, our grandson, I have wore a seatbelt. And so I am a seatbelt kind of girl. So buckle up, everybody. It's Seatbelt Day. Remember tonight, Blood Brothers at Living Faith Ministry on Derbyshire starts at 6:30. You'll want to be there for a great night of music and food and entertainment. Just great night. And also, if you want to bring toys by the station, we're 1508 State Avenue. If I'm not here, leave them in the bin and I will get them. Thank you all so much. I'm so excited about this holiday season. Jesus is the reason for the season.